All right, welcome back to the MobilityWOD. Today we have our level 2 beasts. They've agreed to be stars of physical torture, and so here's what we're gonna do tonight. First things first is we've just finished a bunch of strong man, strong woman, strong person stuff, and we're gonna just open up our hips afterwards. There's a lot of questions about, hey, when do you do this? If you're positionally biased, then I recommend you do some of this beforehand. But these guys are all pretty warmed up and they have pretty good movement prep strategies. So we're just going to do some tissue grinding stuff afterwards. So first things first, they're going to stick the foot up on the box. Here we go. So this is what it looks like first job. And we're going to use this. This could be your kitchen table. A lot of questions recently about, hey, I do these things on the ground, it tweaks my back or tweaks my knee. So in this position, they're going to try to drop the forearm to the box, try to keep the shin verticalized. In the first position, we're going to try to cultivate a minute or two of just knee out, and then they're going to go actively hunt in the circles looking for their business. And you're going to see variations of rounded back attitude. We're trying to not round the back, but in this position, it shouldn't be too much back trashing. I should be able to kind of maintain flat lumbar. But one of the nice things about getting our guys up on the box is that it gives them options about dropping that leg down. So they're just grinding in and out. Anil's been with us for like 5 years, and he has the flexibility of some kind of a broken person. But you'll notice that he's got his knee out, and these guys are kind of oscillating around looking for the hip capsule bit that's tight on them. And this is why it's important that you do this and not someone else does this to you, because it's hard to see. Okay, so that's position number 1. Position number 2 tonight for you guys, you have to do that both legs, is we're going to turn that back leg in. We originally saw this with Adrian Bosman, and so what's happening is I'm not going to twist my body so much, staying square, but I'm just going to internally rotate the foot a little bit. So that foot just spins in a little bit, and then I'm going to press the hip in. And what you've seen is that Tanya here, Coach Tauntaun, is that she's got her foot turned in a little bit, exaggerating like that over that jerk position, and then she's just pressing the hip down, and we end up really catching some of the in part of that interior hip. Maybe we bias some of the psoas in that, but we're really thinking about less about the musculature, more about the position, and this is that split jerk position, trying to develop and cultivate the inter-rotation. The questions about how do I stretch my knee, so let's go ahead and go across the box, you guys. Leg across. So one of the nice things about being up on the table and not doing a pigeon pose variation on the floor is that you can drop the foot off and make sure that your knee is on. You can even cradle the knee a little bit, but you can put yourself into a position where you don't have to trash the knee. And even if I sat down here and sat cornered without even kind of being really square to my leg, it really relieves a lot of the torque. And then by adding that foot position in there, it gives me some options. And so you're going to see that with our athletes. They've got their foot off, which really unloads a lot of the torque on that lateral collateral ligament. And then they're going to fold forward and go hunting in their positions. We're going to go a minute or 2 on each side. And remember that you can contract and relax in these positions. So let's take a big breath. Belly's tight. Hold yourself up with that leg. Resist that position for 5 seconds. And release. And then go immediately into that new range for 10 seconds. Excellent. Suffering. They all have the Zen statue faces, Zen goddess faces. You can't even tell how hard they're working, but what their faces look like. Don't give that information away to your enemies, right? We don't want to let them know, if you're an MMA fighter, you know how you're going to tap out. Okay, so there's that position, and then we're going to contract, relax there, and then we're going to finish this whole mess tonight with, go ahead and hook your back foot on, guys. Jump out, and we're going to do a max hold of, hook that foot up. We're going to load that back foot. Belly is tight, squeezing the butt before we load. Go ahead and jump out as far as you can. Jump out, load that back foot. Try not to overextend. You should have your glute squeezed. And we're going to go 1 round as long as we can. And if you see that knee come forward, you go keep that shin vertical. Always trying to control that vertical shin. That's that ACL control that gets built into everything that we do. We're always cueing that verticalized shin, reducing shear on the knee, and then just hanging there. Hold, hold, hold. And that's the MobilityWOD tonight. Thanks. See you guys tomorrow. Woohoo!